Hi, this is Deema's story. She told it on the World Storytelling Cafe about 2 years ago, and you told it beautifully, Deema, with a lovely backdrop. I hope I can do you proud. There was once a herd of elephants who lived in the foothills of the Himalayas. They were led by a beautiful white elephant. His mother was old and blind. And so every morning, the white elephant would go out and find the most juicy and best food he could. Fresh green shoots, plump ripe fruits. And he would send messengers back to the camp with all this delicious food for his mother. But sadly, the messengers would eat it on their way. And so when the white elephant would go back, his mother would say, "Oh no, I didn't receive the food." The white elephant became so distressed by this treachery, by this lack of honesty, that he took his mother and they left and went high up through the forest to a cave. And they lived there quite happily. The white elephant went and found lovely food to feed his old blind mother. One day, he heard someone calling for help. A man had got lost in the forest and couldn't find his way out. The white elephant said to his mother, "I must go and help." She said, "Oh, no, you know how treacherous people are. You can't even trust your own herd of elephant. How can you trust this man? We don't know who he is." But the white elephant, he was a kind and good-hearted elephant. He went and he helped the man. He led him to the edge of the forest where he could see across to his city. And the man went happily home. Well, when he arrived back in Benares, he found that the king's elephant, his favourite elephant, had died, and he was looking for a replacement. Well, the man thought the white elephant would be perfect. And he went to the king and he said, "If you give me some soldiers and your mahout, then I can fetch this white elephant for you. I left a trail that will lead me back to where he lives." And so it was that the king sent his mahout and some soldiers, and off they followed the man, up to the forest and through until they came to a clearing where they saw the white elephant fetching food for his mother. The elephant could sense that people were there, and out of the corner of his eye, he saw the man that he had rescued, and he knew what was happening. He decided not to fight because someone might be injured, and so he was taken back to the king. Well, the king was delighted with this beautiful elephant and put him in a glorious stall hung with tapestries and gold. It was the most magnificent place an elephant could ever hope to live. And a great feast was laid on with all kinds of delicious foods. But the white elephant ate nothing. He drank nothing. And no matter how hard the mahout tried to entice him, the elephant refused to eat or drink. Well, after some time, the mahout became anxious and he went to the king and reported what was happening. And the king himself came to see what was the matter. The white elephant said, "Your Majesty, how can I eat when I know that my mother is back in the forest, unable to feed herself, for she is blind, and she will be worried where I am? Ah, I cannot eat or drink with such thoughts on my mind." Well, the king was a good man, and he said, "You have a blind mother? Ah, you must return to the forest at once." And so the white elephant went back to the cave, where his mother was indeed very worried and becoming ill through lack of food. She was overjoyed to hear her son had arrived back safe. "Ah, I told you," she said, "you cannot trust anyone." And the white elephant said, "Mother, we can live in fear of treachery, or we can live in hope that we will meet people like the king. And I choose to live in hope." And I know Deema and many of her classmates and friends from the World Storytelling Centre Cafe, they too choose to live in hope. Let us all hope. Thank you, Deema, for that story.